For one more question, they will ask you to write the formulas related to learning curves or the definition and terms related to learning curves. So the learning curve equation is given by y is equal to a into x to the power b, where b is the learning index. So learning curve is nothing but it's a ratio between the decrease in average labor hours with respect to increase in the output. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. This is your Shruti ma'am lecturing in Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. We are at the revision sessions of the chapter Learning Curves. In this session, we are going to study about the 1 mark question and 5 mark question from the chapter Learning Curves. Let's see the distribution of marks from the chapter Learning Curves. You will be getting one 1 mark question and one 5 mark question, that is from part D. So total you may get 6 marks question from the chapter Learning Curves. Let's see what are the type of question they may ask you for 1 mark question. For 1 mark question, they will ask you to write the formulas related to learning curves or the definition and terms related to learning curves. Let's see here, define learning curve. So what is learning curve? So learning curve is nothing but it's a ratio between the decrease in average labor hours with respect to increase in the output. It is the curvilinear relationship between the average of labor hours to increasing of output. So next question is write the formula for learning index. So learning index is given by the formula B is equal to log of learning ratio divided by log 2. So this is the formula to find out the learning curve index. Next one, write the learning curve equation. So the learning curve equation is given by y is equal to a into x to the power b, where b is the learning index. Next, we will move on to the 5 mark question. So 5 mark question includes calculation of labor cost and labor hours by the tabular method. So that is the calculation of learning effect on particular conditions and find out average labor hours and average total cost for the given conditions. Now here is our first question. An engineering company has 80% learning effect and spends 1000 hours to produce 1 lot of the product. Estimate the labor cost of producing 8 lots of the product if the labor cost is rupees 40 per hour. So here we need to know that the learning effect is 80% and the cost is rupees 40. Here we have to estimate the labor cost for producing 8 lots. They have given for 1 lot it spends 1000 hours for the first time. Let's calculate this using the tabular method. Now here we have the columns. We have to take here units produced or lots produced you can take. Here total output in lots and cumulative average time per unit, and that is the total hour. Here to produce the first lot, so the total will be 1. They will take 1000 hours. So therefore here total hours is also 1000. So next condition is to produce next unit. So now total 1 plus 1 it is 2. 1 plus 1 it is 2 now. The cumulative average time is 80% of 1000. So what is 80% of 1000? Let's see what is 80% of 1000. So now it is 800. But here we are producing 2 lots. So 800 into 2, this becomes 1600. Next is, we will take 2 lots here. 1 plus 1 plus 2, this becomes 4. Or you can add it like this, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2. Repeat whatever you will get here, then add it to the next term. Next it is again 80% of 800. So what is 80% of 800? 80 by 100 into 800. So it is equal to 640. Now here we have 4 lots. So 640 into 4. So that will be equal to 2560. Next is, here we have 4. So take 4 here. So now total it becomes 8. Now again 80% of 640. What is 80% of 640? That is equal to 512. Now 512 into 8, this becomes 4096. So we can stop here because we have got the estimated hours for 8 lots. So therefore, the total hours will be 4096 hours. Hence, we will write it as the total time is equal to 4096 hours. Now we need to calculate the total labor cost. They have given the labor cost is rupees 40 per hour. So therefore, the total labor cost is equal to 4096 into 40. So multiply and write in terms of rupees. So that will be equal to 1,63,840. So this is the total labor cost to produce 8 lots. Next question. ABC company required 1000 hours produce first 30 engine. If the learning effect is 90%, find the total labor cost at 20 per hour to produce a total of 120 engines. Now let me take 1 unit is equal to 30 engines, or sometimes I can take it as 1 lot also. Now, if 1 lot is 30 engines, for 120 engines, it will be equal 4 lots or units. So, we know the learning effect is 90% there and the total cost per hour is 20 per hour. So, first let us calculate the average labor hour producing for 4 lots or unit, that is nothing but 120 engines. Now here is the units produced, total output in units, cumulative average time per unit, total hours. First to produce 1 unit, the total output is 1. So it will take 1000 hours. So hence the total hour is 1000. Since the learning effect is 90%, to produce next output, total to output, it is 90% of 1000. So 90% of 1000 means it is 900. 900 into 2, it becomes 1800. Next is again 2 plus 2, 4. So here again 90% of 900. So 90% of 900, here it is 90 divided by 100 into 9. So that is 810. Now 810 into 4 units. So that is equal to 3240. So here we need to find only the 4 lots. So we will stop here. So therefore the total hours is equal to 3240. Hence the total hours is equal to 3240. Now the total labor cost will be equal to 3240 into 20. So that is equal to rupees 64,800. Next question. XYZ company supplies water tankers to the government. The first water tanker takes 20,000 labor hours. The government auditor suggests that there should be a 90% learning effect rate. The management expects an order of 8 water tankers in the next year. What will be the labor cost if the company will incur at the rate of rupees 20 per hour? So this was asked in March 2016, July 2018 and March 2020. Now here we need to find out 8 water tankers. So let's write the units and total units. So we have 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, total is 8. So we can stop here. So to produce the first output, it has taken 20,000 labor hours. So therefore the total is 20,000. Next, to produce the next unit, there is a learning effect of 90%. So therefore it is 90% of 20,000, that is equal to 18,000. So here totally we have produced 2 output. So 18,000 into 2. So that is equal to 36,000. The next one is again we have for 4. So here again 90% of 18,000. That is equal to 16,200. 16,200 into 4 becomes 64,800. Next question. We have 4 units. So totally 8 units. So again 90% of 16,200. That is equal to, so 14,580. 14,580 into 8. 1,16,640. Now here we need to stop because we need to produce or we need to take an order only for 8 water tankers. Hence we will stop here. Therefore the total labor hours is 1,16,640. So total hours is equal to 1,16,640 hours. Now we need to calculate the total labor cost. So total labor cost. It is rupees 20 per hour. So 1,16,640 into 20. That is equal to 23,32,800 in terms of rupees. So this is the total labor cost to produce 8 water tankers. So using the tabular method from the learning curves, we have to calculate the average labor hours as well as the average and total labor cost required for the particular conditions. We'll meet you in the next session with the new chapter. Until then, keep watching, keep learning, keep exploring. Thank you.